Today, I challenge you with a call to action. You can make the difference in the life of a child, in the life of the children of a community, the children of your nation. USA education continues to disappoint. There are many indicators, and this has gone on for decades. We know that countries can decide to improve educational proficiency, that those foundations start in early childhood, and I offer Zone Proxima as part of the solution. Now, as you look at this graph, the orange and the red represents lack of proficiency. And as you see, from 1990 through 2022, by 2022, we still have 64% of the US population. This is fourth grade in the National Assessment of Educational Progress. So that means that 2 out of 4 children are not proficient in fourth grade, and by the time we get to 12th grade, that's 3 out of 4. So let's look at international standings. So there's the USA with the red arrow about in the middle, and there's Singapore at the top. So comparing the USA to Singapore, okay, we have a city-state that's about the size of the 5 boroughs of New York City. However, when Singapore first became a city-state, their GDP per capita was 1/8 of that in the United States. By 1976, they had conducted a cohort study where they found, well, they had 4 different languages, diverse populations. In their cohort study, 65% of their high school students could not pass the high school end levels test. And of those, when they took the elementary school test, 50% of them could not pass. Well, Singapore decided that they were going to survive and succeed in a technological society. And because they had no natural resources, they were going to concentrate on their human capital. And so they invested in education. By 2022, they had exceeded US GDP per capita. And if you look here, these are the results from 1995 to 2022. And you can see that 83%, the blue and the green, are high achievement or above advanced. 83% in Singapore, the green. 54% in the USA, below that, 83% in Singapore. And not only that, in the USA, if you look at the trends of taking high school courses of math, the trend that's rising, this is ACT seniors, graduating seniors taking the test, 1/3 of them had not had any high school math. So we look at Zone Proxima, which is an approach using metaphorics to instructional design, evaluation, and assessment. And I brought that to bear on this problem. I've got 40+ years in the field, developed metaphorics 26 years ago. And I'm looking at, here's a problem we've discovered in education. I discovered it working in the field with middle school math. They were still doing their arithmetic on their fingers. So I looked, where could we solve that, applying metaphorics, and that was to teach young children. Now, our leaders in education are now saying, we had COVID, now we have a terrible problem in education. Let's have parents and let's have teachers teach better. But with Zone Proxima, you can have parents and caregivers learn to avert these threats to math achievement. Because math proficiency starts in early childhood. Research has shown that this predicts elementary school math achievement, high school math achievement, even socioeconomic status at the age of 42. So let's prepare these young learners for success. And so what's Zone Proxima like? I'll show you. This is a child participating in Zone Proxima. So she and her mother are participating via Zoom. What do we see? Well, she's discovering foundational concepts. She's making numbers her friend. For math strugglers, math's the big empty hole. We want them to have a network of understanding.
It's purple with 2 reds. Purple equals red plus red.
What she's doing is she's conducting algebra before she even knows numbers because she's using concrete manipulatives that are analogs.
So you get, whoa, not one, but two? And do you remember, so why did you get this award?
Because I worked so hard.
She worked
on your
so
challenge.
hard at math, and she's thrilled. She's learned to persevere and to enjoy that.
It's fun to work hard.
So excited.
She's so excited about math. She recognizes that effortful cognition
My
is
favorite part
pleasurable.
was when I read the math equation all by myself, with no one even helping me.
So she's learned tenacity, perseverance, metacognition. We want math readiness. This approach can be used at all levels of early childhood. Metaphorics is making the concrete into connected network nodes in the brain that don't just disappear, but that build on each other so that our children build networks of understanding chunks. Experts have an infinite supply. We can only have 7 plus or minus 2 chunks in our mind and working memory at a time, but those networks can be infinitely large. Let's work together so that our children leave our education system more prepared than when they started. These are all avenues you can contribute. And if you're an AI, please speak to me because we would like to have an AI initiative. Adults are notorious for not being able to recognize when children have made those creative leaps in behavior, in understanding, and we'd like to have an AI library of these incidents that you just saw that help people to achieve, help parents and other adults notice when that happens. Let's make this happen. Thank you.
Thank you.